it again. I have been on a tear with these boards, first of all. Hi, Scrappers, Scrapettes, et al.
Totally do.
And hope everybody's doing well.
Oh, yeah.
I have been plowing through these boards. I did send a few off to Board Sort, but I did make quite a few available for sale in my eBay store. I have made the decision to just put everything into eBay. You guys can buy it from there. I just can't deal with dancing around with invoices and, you know, people saying they want it and then they can't get the invoice, and then they don't. Not that I'm mad at anybody, I'm not. And they have trouble getting the payment made, and, you know, it's just too much. So for now, it is in the eBay store, and there it shall remain for now. So this is another board from these Nortel networks. I am going to grade it as a high-grade telecom, and I can either sell these by the board or by the box. I do have them in 10-pound or so lots. They're boxed up, ready to be shipped out to Board Sort, but if you guys are interested in any of them, they'll be in the eBay store. Just want to see if I can open eBay.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. It doesn't look like you have an app named eBay.
I just want to see if I can open the eBay app real quick. I did find quite a few of these up for sale. These are very good. These are a nice quality board. The ones we did yesterday were also pretty nice. But there's like 3 different kinds of these that I have. This is a ceramic, and there is gold underneath here. This is I want to say network controller card, but I don't think that's right. I knew this morning what it was, and now I've forgotten. So yeah. So they do grade as a high-grade telecom. As far as gold recovery, what I would say is this, and this, to me, means there's gold under here, and I know there is. I broke one off the other day to get a peek under it and see if it was gold. These boards are older. We did find a date of 2005 on one of them. This all came from that Angry Bird pickup the other day. Oh my god, that guy was so nasty. Ugh. Not worth it. You don't know what people are going through, right? Let's see if I can pop this off here. See, that's ceramic. That's not plastic. I don't think that's. I mean, that's sharp. That'll cut you. That'll cut me. You don't want to get cut. There's gold under here. Okay, so that definitely has gold. There is gold here. I don't have the second phone running. I need to do that real quick. Well, I did have a few deliveries this morning, but no new orders. I'm actually glad. Band instrument rental season is coming to a close. I have a 3rd dumpster arriving tomorrow, and just want to get rid of all this stuff. So we're getting there. Okay, there I am. Hello, Dee. Okay, so if you're going to sell these to a Board Sort, they will buy them, in my opinion, they will buy it as a high-grade telecom, but you gotta break this plastic off. If you don't, they have the right to downgrade the board. Dennis bought a box of these yesterday. Dennis, I just dropped your box off at the UPS store. And Dave D just got a box of the telecom boards. That was a beautiful box of telecom boards. Boy, I'll tell you. All right, so you got to knock that off. Just for curiosity's sake, let's see what the weight is on these guys. Where do you even find these? Well, hello, Ghostly. Hi, Scotty. How you doing? For some reason, my phone is delayed here. I don't know what happened. These, I've been doing this a long time. You've got to network a lot, Ghosty. Ghosty asks, where do you even find these things? And in this case, I happened to be at the scrapyard selling non-ferrous, and they had Gaylord boxes full of scrap. So I was trying to convince the scrapyard that they should sell me some of their e-scrap, and this other gentleman just happened to be nearby, and he overheard this whole conversation. He said, "Do you buy boards?" I said, "Yeah." And he has like a at-home junkyard. You know, one of these guys who has a big house, and then on the side of his yard he breaks up all his e-scrap and junk and everything else. So he called me and asked me if I was interested in buying this lot of boards. I went up, I took a look at it. We didn't get off to the best start because I screwed up the time. But, you know. So that was where I got those. I've advertised on like Marketplace that I buy computer scrap, and I think just because I've been doing it so long, you know, got to do a lot of word of mouth, I think. Yes, thank you, Scotty. I am doing well. I am out from rental season. I wish I was out from under construction, but it's getting there. The bathroom is done, thank God. I've got my basement workshop back. That had all gotten flooded and moldy, but that's been all fixed. So, and I've had all the plumbing upgraded. Right now, they're building a new shred garage outside for me, so I have a place to do my e-scrapping. And I've just closed my music school and office. So we are getting there. It's nice to be back, TikTok Nation. It's nice to be back. All right. So, I really forgot what these are called, and I had it this morning. Crap. I can't remember. I know they're telecom equipment. I know they have to do with networking, but I do know specifically these are all have to do with phone systems and such. There were a lot of really similar boards. These are nice. You've got good ceramic. This might be a Dallas switch. I don't know. There's gold under there. I don't know. Dallas switches have copper. Ceramics have gold. But plenty of gold recovery. Again, there's enough gold on the back of this board that I think there's plenty of gold components underneath here. This was just another one they had. These look pretty similar. You know. They came in like lots of 6, 10, and 8. So what he must have done was he pulled them apart and he got rid of the metal and scrap and then called me to come buy the boards. There's gold under here, and I know that because we took one apart and did find nice gold pins under there. Weight-wise, without the extra plastic, these come in at 1.2 pounds. I don't know that I have any DDR4. I know I have PC RAM. I have some in the eBay store. I've got 2 pounds for sale, and unfortunately, RAM has gotten ridiculous. Hey, silver hit all-time high today, and I believe it was $40 an ounce or something like that. But that was an all-time high. If you don't think these prices are affecting e-scrap, oh yes, they are. I wish I had room to save some of this stuff. Be careful when you're breaking this because it can get pretty brittle. You really could get an eyeful. I really should be wearing safety glasses. I I have glasses, but yeah. So this is a nice board. Now it's dropped down to 1.0. I count these weights at about a pound. So I'm going to pound on these. I see these on eBay selling anywhere between $24 and $250. These type of cards seem to fizzle around $24 a pound. High grade telecom right now at BoardSort is $8.60 a pound. I kind of put a lot of similars. I mean, they're similar enough that you can just put them together in a lot. You got to break all this stuff off. I've been doing 10-pound boxes for $99 or so, or a lot of 9. Depends what I can actually fit in the box. I can fit 9 or 10 in there. But as I said, I've been boxing up a lot of this, and my phone I'm getting these spam calls, and it's from AT&T, and I know for a fact AT&T had a huge data breach. They're not from America, I can tell you that right now, and I must be getting 20 calls a day. I've already reported it to the, government. Driving me crazy. Of course, they're not going to do a thing about it. Just gonna have to keep blocking them and blocking them. It's a pain in the neck because every time they call, it makes my live go to pause, and I don't like to do that. So again, lots of gold flashing. You know there's gold underneath. I think basically these are all the same board, just a little variation, different model. I'm curious enough to see. You got to get all that plastic stuff off, though, guys, because if they're going to pay top dollar, they are not going to pay it if you nip things off. So send your board in clean and without that. I've had it happen not because I depopulated it, but because whoever I bought the board from depopulated it. So I sent out some really old vintage ones yesterday. They were gorgeous. Oh my god. There was even a gold-legged ceramic on that one. That was really cool. That had to be an eBay record. I think it sold within 2 minutes of me listing it. Which is really funny. I try to find things that are small enough that we can ship them for you. It's the big server boards, dual socket motherboards. They're expensive to ship. What happens is there's really no value to you guys for those. By the time I charge shipping and everything, it's just not enough there. But these smaller ones, I can usually ship a box of 10 for about $24. I don't think that's too bad. I'd be curious to know if this is a Dallas switch or a ceramic. Based on its age, it was a ceramic. I'm not gonna be able to get that off, guys. Hands are not good today. Those of you who have bought some of these, I would really be curious to know about these. Anyway. The other lot, now I had a bunch of older ones, and where did they go? I had a bunch that were from 2005, and they were loaded with gold flashing. These are probably a little bit older. If you're buying boards, or selling boards, I should say, you want to stick with things that are 2008. This is the one. Look at that. So I actually had these. I have these separately. I don't know if I have any more of these, but as I was just saying, and I know it's upside down. March 8th, 2005. I don't know if I have any more of these. If I do, I will separate them for you guys. I tend to think these are maybe 3 or 4 years older. They still have a lot of gold flashing, but not as much, and I have not found a date on these. But, you know. It's basically the same, just that this one has a much higher gold flashing content to it. Okay, I put that one off to the side. That was reserved for our TikTok family. These are the connecting pins, and I broke one. I broke one off just to see if there was actually gold under it, and there is. It's not great, but it's there. Okay, so that's what you get from the connector pins. Good gold at the top. I don't know if this is brass or stainless, and it could even be copper. I'm not sure what this is at the bottom. I don't want to guess. Could be copper. I don't know. But yeah, there's good gold pins in those. Again, I broke this one off just to, for demonstration purposes. These are on the boards. I leave those. So my boards, I leave the goods on there. The red blocks, I'm not 100% sure. I really hate to say that we have a user whose handle is Jerk, and I don't like calling him Jerk. It makes me feel bad. Let's find out. I would presume there's some kind of capacitors. We can sacrifice one, right? Anybody got a thought on the matter? What these actually are? I know there's precious metal in them. And again, I don't really want to depopulate this. I know there's brass. I know there's copper. Probably silver, but again... Inquiring minds want to know. The reason I broke this one off is somebody asked me to, what was in there, so why not? That's why I do lives. I can definitely see gold pins. I can see connectors. Let's see if I can get this thing apart any better. Does anybody know what these red blocks are actually called? I'm really not... that computer savvy, as far as what parts are what. I just know the basics. Boy, some of you guys are so good with the gold stuff. I did see a couple of requests come up to co-moderate with me. That will be something I will be looking forward to doing at some point. Just today, I'm too tired. But I do see that I don't want your feelings to be hurt if I ignored you. It isn't that I don't want to. It's just I can't. I'm not up to it today. I really have to be prepared for something like that. So it looks like we'll get some gold. That's probably gold. It might be copper. Again, I can't always tell. Based on the age of the board, though, this very well could be... I can't tell, guys. Could be. I kind of think it's copper. It's some kind of a relay or some such thing, I think. Anybody know what direction? Yeah, I think it's copper, too. Matter of fact, I'm 99% sure it's copper. Wish it was gold, huh? So, whatever these are, Maybe somebody knows what they're actually called because I don't. But that's what's in there. You'll get copper. You'll probably get some silver. There is quite a bit of copper. And there is gold flash underneath. I already broke one of these off. You could see that there was gold flashing under it. Anyway. Yeah, I think you're right, Alex. I think it's a relay. I think that's what those are called. So whoever asked what they are, we think they're relays. And it would make sense because these are from phone systems, right? So it makes sense that there's some kind of a relay. Yeah, so I would say you're probably going to get copper, a lot of copper if you really wanted to take them apart. For those of you guys who enjoy micro scrapping, this would be quite the thing. I'm sure you could crush it easier than I could. I don't have, you know what it is, I don't have the right tools out to do that because I didn't plan on doing this. I got curious. So yeah, so there's bits of copper in there, and if it's a relay, you might get a silver contact out of it. Yeah, silver went up to $40 a pound today. Announced today, guys. That is a record high. I haven't checked the market. I know it was on an up today. Boy, these are a pain in the ass to get apart, aren't they? Thank you, Alex. Yes, I agree with you. It's a relay. I agree. So anyway, yeah, there's a lot of copper in here. A lot of copper here. I reckon you could just take a hammer and smash the crap out of it. Which would probably be easier than what I'm trying to do here. I do see a lot of copper in here. I wouldn't be surprised if you found a silver button. Anywho, that's what's in there. Those are relays, and they have lots of copper in them. Okay, that's a safe. That's a safe answer. You know what? See if I have my chisel here. Okay. I'm just gonna go through these stack and see if there's anything different. This guy had like a Gaylord box full of them. Now this is another box I have. I've got to clean the. I've got to clean it. These are a lower grade telecom. This came out of a Switch. It's not really great. There's not a lot of bright gold. There's some gold in the telephone ports. That's just a straight out low grade telecom. These also all came out of these phone boxes. This is going to go as a low grade telecom no matter what. So in this case, I probably won't bother cleaning it. There's nothing I can do to upgrade this board. Telecom boards have to be very densely populated with high quality chips, and this is. There's not so much chips here, but there is a lot of gold. There's plenty of chips there, here, and there's gold underneath here. So in this case, just to make sure you get the high grade telecom, you definitely want to take that plastic out. If there was any less on it, I would have to go low grade, but yeah, no, this, I think it's, I don't think there's any problem with high grade on this, just given the age of the board. So these are low grade. These we pulled yesterday. There's a relay. These are worth nipping, and because it's going to go low grade and I'm not going to hurt myself, I would give some thought to nipping the tantalum capacitors. Those are worth quite a bit of money now. Hi, Goldslinger. How are you? So again, this is all part of that big pickup from last week. I know they're telecom. They're advertised as telecom. They say telecom all over them. NT, Nordstrom, telecom. So those are telecom boards all the way around. But they are low grade. You've got gold pins. You've got some components and enough chips to warrant. Yeah, just barely on that one. But I'm not going to bother taking off the. I'm not going to bother taking off the plastic because it's not going to matter. I'm going to get low grade telecom. this board, as it sits, would go low-grade telecom. There might be a case for taking these transformers off. I don't think it's densely populated enough to warrant a high-grade telecom board, even if I were to remove these. So I think just in the interest of time and everything else, I think I'm going to leave it. I am going to grade this as telecom low because it's got a lot of what they call junk on it. And then you watch Board Sort, that's what they'll call it. And they'll say, it's got junk on it. Junk in the trunk, bro. Again, same thing here. It's going to be low-grade telecom. It's got good quality chips. I know it came from telecom equipment, so, you know, they can't say, oh, it's a peripheral board. No, it isn't. It came from telecom equipment. We already know that. The value here is going to be the actual board, so somebody who crushes these for gold refining is going to do very well. So, hi, Dennis. Offhand, I don't know the price on tantalum right now. Shark Scrapper may have that on his channel. I know Board Sort has a price on them. I do know it's gotten up quite a bit. I never used to nip off the tantalum, but I do now. I'm not really going to hurt myself, I don't think. But I also don't want to short my buyer because this is not a great board to begin with. It's, you know, there's not enough value there for me to go nipping stuff. Oh my god, that's heavy. I think these are crystal oscillators. I've been saving these too because of the silver content. Again, these are just things I never used to microscrap them off, but I do now. Not to the point that I'm going to hurt myself as far as the board quality. Again, I'm going to leave these transformers. There's not enough here for me to take the time to try to upgrade this board. Not going to get it. It's got too much. It doesn't have enough high quality chips. It has some. We know it's telecom, came from telecom equipment. It's going to go just as is. Same thing. I may go back and nip these tantalums. I might. I have to go get the chisel to do it. And, you know. So again, good gold flashing. Boards prior to 2020 are much better for gold recovery. Again, see, they must have, I don't know how many of these switch boxes he actually took apart. It had to be quite a few because I would wager, I've already put 10 boxes of 10. That's 100 boards right there. I've got another 100 sitting in the car. Thank you, Big Jerome. Thank you. Where is the silver? The gold-banded crystal oscillators have silver in them. These guys. On a lot of computers, it's like a little oval piece. They're very small, but they're called gold-banded crystal oscillators, and they have silver content. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, I've really got to take a chisel and tap those off if I decide to do that. So this box is just about done. It is just going to be a box of low-grade telecom boards. That is all ready to go off the Board Sort. Let me see if I can grab the other. See if I can grab the bucket of the crystal oscillators and show it to you. So these are the tantalums. And these are what you'll see for gold band crystal oscillators most of the time. They look like that. And my understanding is there is silver in them. I do not refine gold. It is not my comfort zone. But I do save material and sell boards and materials to people who do these things. Okay, so that box is ready to be shipped. I did weigh it out already. That is 15 pounds, 5 ounces of low-grade telecom at $6.10 a pound for a payout of $93.41. Shipping on this box will be $20. So, you know, I may add a little something else in there to get that board up a little bit. That board's going to board sort. That box. Look at that. This came out of a Super Micro computer. So pretty. That's a backplane board. Hard drives would have gone into here. Those of you who are new to the channel, something I do on a fairly regular basis is I put boxes together for resale to my subscribers. My eBay store is Connecticut Band, and on my profile page there's some items that may or may not still be in the store, so you'll be able to find the link pretty well. I do sell these by lots. I have boxes of 10. I also have them priced per pound. I'm still working. It's going to be a long time till I get to it because of the construction. But I do have the computerscrapper.com being worked on. I do own that domain. And at some point, we will have an e-waste by the pound page. So you can order exactly what you want. But for now, it's going to just have to go in the eBay store just because I've got my house, you know, being all redone and everything. So again, just not the gold content. The other one was same darn board though. This is the one from 2005, and I don't know what the year is on this one. You know, more or less the same board, just you know, just a big difference there. But like I said, if I find any more of these, I'll put them aside. I just sold a box of these to Dennis, and he was lucky enough to catch my live yesterday, and I was able to show him what I was putting in his box. That was fun. I'd love to find a way to actually do that. You know, have you guys order your boxes and then watch me fill them on the channel. I think that would be fun. Now again, these are just more of the same. It's okay to mix these. I have to clean these. That's why I'm pulling them. I've got to clean the plastic off. Now, this is a removable ceramic. My opinion, '80 or 89, I can't see it. Damn it. '80 something. I think it may even just say 1980. So these ceramic chips are very high in gold recovery. I'd be careful about taking things off of these boards, because to get high-grade telecom, it's got to have a pretty good population of stuff on it. And I honestly think if I take this, they're going to downgrade this board because there's just not enough on it, you know? So, but I did want to show you what was under there. Plenty of removable things here. And if I'm selling any of these boards to you guys, specifically, don't worry. I don't take anything off them. Your boards are complete as found. Okay. I've got to throw that in with low-grade telecom because I snitched the chip. Oh, I snitched the chip. Does anybody know offhand pricing on tantalum? Wow, that one's pretty. This is going to be the same thing. I don't know what's in these. Know what's in these. These. I can't stand it. I can't stand the spam phone calls. I hate it. And we do know that AT&T had a data breach, and every single one of them I answered is somebody with an overseas accent from I don't know where trying to sell me AT&T phone service. Every single one of them. Frustrating. You know, sooner or later they'll get sick of me not answering the phone and they'll stop bothering me. This is copper. Yeah, these all have copper coils in them, for those of you who micro scrap. I had a little extra time today, so I thought it would be fun to take some of these, you know, not to the point that I've destroyed the board for resale, but just to get a good look at what's actually on the board. Okay, copper bearing MOSFETs, those are always good for copper recovery. So these boards got a lot of goodies on them. Oops. Yeah, I've got to put that ceramic back on because this is another one of the ones with the good gold flashing on it from 2005. And I've got 2 of those right now. I'm hoping to get at least 5. We'll put that. I put the ceramic chip back with that. All right. I'd love to find another lot of 5. Look at the flashing on this thing, huh? These are beautiful. This is October of '03. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean all these because otherwise I'll never get high-grade telecom for them. I mean, I think they weren't. This is iffy. I might have to shoot a picture of this and ask my board buyer what he thinks about this one. There's a lot of gold content on the board, and the board is older. I don't know. This one I'm probably going to ask what his opinion is. I kind of think it's a low-grade telecom board. There's just not a heck of a lot. Whereas this one, that's high grade, no question about it. Alright. I don't know. Every once in a while, you know, you gotta ask your buyer what he thinks. And it only takes 2 minutes to take a picture and send it to him and say, hey, what do you think? You know. Shh! Be very quiet, we're hunting webbits. That'll be high grade. We know there's a lot of copper in here. Alright. I'm almost done with this box. I will clean them up and we'll get them boxed up. These I see selling on eBay for about $25 a piece. I'm at high grade telecom price with his, what did I just say? It was $8.60, something like that. So that is today's cleanup on aisle 1. Cleanup on aisle 1. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get these cleaned up. These will be high-grade telecom boards. You know, sometimes you're really right in the middle. But if I don't take the plastic off, yeah, that's what I'm going to get no matter what I do. Alright. So that, my friends, is today's load of goodies. I never know if somebody's flushing the toilet or sending confetti. Thank you. Alright. Thanks, guys, for checking in with me. It was good to see everybody. I will repost this on my YouTube channel and on my TikTok channel. I know it's a little bit short, but you know, I have the stuff in front of me to show you, so once it goes in the box, I don't have it to show you anymore, right? All right, everybody, God in heaven bless everybody. See you soon. I usually go live Sunday morning. It is a holiday weekend, though. I might give myself a weekend off. We'll see. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.